Thank you for choosing ORS as your allied health provider. We want to provide you with some information about our service agreements and our services in general to ensure that your access to support remains smooth and helpful for as long as it is required. A bit about service agreements. Service agreements are not compulsory documents. However, it is best practice for providers and participants to have a signed agreement in place to ensure that there are no misunderstandings or future issues. ORS recommends that an agreement be signed and returned to us before services commence. This can be done by physically signing the document or by confirming your agreement electronically by email or online signature. However, this is your choice, and we understand that some people prefer to operate without a signed agreement in place. ORS endeavours to include as much information as possible in our service agreements based on the information that we receive from you or the person who refers you to us. However, it's essential to understand that as services are provided, there are often changes requested by those involved in servicing and supports. It is not practical or possible to update the service agreements with all changes. However, ORS will maintain evidence of these discussions or requests and can release this information to you at any time. Where a service agreement is not signed or returned to ORS after we have requested it, but a person has requested services and participates in the first appointment, this is taken as agreement with the terms and conditions of this service agreement until such time that the services are cancelled. Our services and pricing. ORS's prices have been developed based on the NDIS price guide. Some information is not covered by the NDIS price guide though. So where this is the case, ORS have developed pricing guidelines based on our research and consultation to ensure that we are charging fairly and be able to recover the cost of delivering high-quality allied health supports. What we will charge for. Cancellations and non-attendance. ORS may charge 100% of the scheduled service price if we are not contacted 2 business days before the service appointment date. If travel time has been incurred, we will also need to charge for the time spent travelling. Any reschedule prior to 2 business days will not be charged. Services can be cancelled at any time by either party. Travel. ORS will charge for the time taken to travel to a meeting or appointment up to a maximum of 30 minutes at the standard rates for the services as listed in your agreement. We may also charge for the return travel back to our usual place of work, where there is no other appointment scheduled after you. ORS aims to schedule appointments in similar geographical areas. However, considerations are also made for the demand for certain therapists and services and days of participant availability. Non-face-to-face support provision. ORS is normally required to complete non-face-to-face supports for various reasons related to the support request, which may include things like telephone calls, emails, or letters to stakeholders involved in the case. Undertaking research specifically linked to your needs and to the achievement of your goals, and/or tailoring of resources to your specific needs. What we will not charge for. Developing service agreements, entering or amending your details in our systems, making service time changes, ongoing NDIS plan monitoring, completing a quoting tool, making service bookings and payment claims, internal reviewing of reports, and non-labour costs incurred during travel such as tolls and parking. ORS absorbs this as part of the hourly rate for services, despite being an allowable charge under the NDIS price guide. About your supports. ORS details the supports that have been requested and the total amount of funding that has been confirmed per support category in your agreement. We are unable to specifically list the breakdown of total hours or time to be spent on each area, as this changes throughout servicing, and some services come with different rates and caps based on what we are doing. Therefore, the total hours will change depending on your individual situation. ORS will work within the set budget and funding available to deliver the services requested, and will discuss with you or your guardian if additional funding is required to be requested from the NDIA. We will then continue to work with you to get this. Summary. There is other very important information detailed in your service agreement, and we always recommend that you or someone you trust reviews this information in full prior to your first appointment. That way you can contact us to clarify any questions and ensure that we are able to focus on providing you with the allied health supports you require. We hope that you found this video helpful, and we encourage you to contact us if you have any questions.